Assalamu alaikum. So today we will discuss the MCQs of chapter number 1, 2 and 4 of biology from the new syllabus of class 9. So our first MCQs will be the biology is the scientific study of option A life, option B thought, option C stem and option D plant. So its basic answer is option A life. So the second MCQs is that what does logos mean? The word logos mean option A life, option B thought, option C logic and option D none. So the correct option of for logos means is thought. It will be thought or reasoning both. So option B is the correct option. Now MCQs number 3. Water is a study of option A molecular biology, option B anatomy, option C microbiology. As we have the three options, the option number B anatomy, we know that it represents the internal structure, the study of internal structure, and the microbiology refers to the organisms that are micro in size. That includes the bacteria and viruses or fungi. So the third option that we have left is the molecular biology, and the water itself is a molecule, so it goes to the option number 1 molecular biology. So option number 1 is the correct option. Number 4th, insulin is an example of option A genetics, option B taxonomy, option C biotechnology. Option number 1 is the genetics. We know that genetics is the study of genes. Number 2 is the taxonomy. We know that taxonomy refers to the classification for the naming. And option C is the biotechnology. We know that biotechnology refers to the branch of biology that deals with the study of use of microorganisms for the welfare of mankind. So insulin itself is a microbiological product, so it goes to the option number C, which is biotechnology. So the MCQs number 5 is MBBS is necessary for option A agriculture, option B farming and option C is the medicine. As we look at the options, we have agriculture, farming and medicine. Both option farming and agriculture represent something referred to the plant or related to the plant. So the third option which is left is the medicine. MBBS is itself is a study of medicine, so we will go for the option C, which is the correct option. That is the option C, medicine. Human population in Pakistan in 2010 is. So in this MCQs we have to discuss the human population in 2010. So option A is 173.5 million, option B is 184.5 million and option C is that 200 million. So the correct option is option number 1, which is the 173.5 million. MCQ number 7. A forest is considered as option A population, option B species, option C habitat and the option D is the community. Population, we know that population is something that relate to the same kind of species living in the same place at the same time, and the species is the form of living organisms that interact with one another, and the habitat they will form is the community, which is called the habitat. MCQ number 7. A forest is considered as option A population, option B species, option C habitat and the option D is the community. We will go for the option number D, which is the community, as the forest itself make a community, which is the forest community. MCQ number 8 is the amoeba is an example of option A unicellular organism, option B multicellular organism, option C colonial type and option D none of these. So Amoeba itself is an organism that is unicellular. It composed of only one cell. It does not have more than one cell, so option number B will be the incorrect option, and they will not form the colonies, so option C will also become the incorrect option. We have option number 1, which is a unicellular organism. Amoeba itself is a unicellular, so we will go for the option number 1, which is a unicellular organism. So amoeba is an example of unicellular organism. MCQ number 9. Frog is an example of. We have 4 options, which is again unicellular. Second one is a multicellular. Option C is the colonial type, and option D is none of these. So frog, we know that it is definitely not consist of only one cell, so option number 1 is incorrect. Option number C, which is the colonial type, which is also the incorrect, that because the frog is not from any type of colonies. So option number B, which is a multicellular, we know that frog consists of more than one cell, so option number B is the correct option, which is the multicellular organism. MCQ number 10. Volvox is an example of. Option A unicellular, option B multicellular, option C colonial type, and option D none of these. So option C is the correct option, because Volvox form the colony, so it will goes to the type which is called the colonical type. So option C is the correct option. MCQ number 11. Choose the correct scientific name of frog. We know that the scientific name of frog is Rana tigrana. So which one of these options is correct for the scientific name of frog? Number 1 option is with the capital R and the second letter with the capital T. As we know that the rule of scientific names, the first letter is the capital letter, but the second letter will be the smaller or the lowercase letter. So in this case, the second option here is represent with the capital letter, which is the T, so this option is the incorrect. Now again we have the same option here, which is the capital R and the capital T, but here is a naming difference, that it's the Rana tigrina and it is the Rana tigriana. So there is a difference in the spelling, so this option is also the incorrect. Number 3 is the name with the first letter, which is in the lowercase. It should be the uppercase or the capital letter, and that is why this option is the incorrect. Now we have option number D with the capital letter first and the smaller letter after, and there is a smelling which is also the correct, so option number D will be our correct option, as it represents the specific rules and the specific naming categories. So now we have MCQ number 12. The first step to solve the biological problem is. Number 1 option is the observation, number 2 is the recognition, and number 3 is the hypothesis, and number 4 is the deduction. First we have to recognize something, that after that we will observe on that, and then we will have to make the hypothesis and then the deduction. So first step will be the recognition of the problem. When we do not recognize a problem, how we can observe it and how we can also proceed to solve that problem. So the first option will be the first step will be the recognition of the biological problem, which is the option number B. It is the correct option. MCQ number 13. After hypothesis dash comes. Here we have experiment, number 2 deduction, and number 3 is the hypothesis. We know that after experiment the third step is come, which is the hypothesis, so experiment will not the case, and then we have the deduction option, and then we have the hypothesis. After hypothesis, how the hypothesis comes, so the option B will be the left, and it is a correct option, as after the hypothesis deduction will come. So option number B is the correct option. MCQ number 14. Tentative explanation of observation is dash. It is a general term used for the hypothesis. We have here the observation, hypothesis, deduction, and the option number 4, which is a none of these. So as I've already told you that it is a general term used for the hypothesis, so the option number B will be the correct option. MCQ number 15, the word mala mean. So basically this MCQ is from the topic name malaria, and the word malaria is divided into the two. The word mala means, so here is the word mala and the area is after that, so we have to discuss the first letter, which is the mala. So what does mala mean? Option A bad, option B good, option C poor, and option D air. So the word mala means is the bad, so option number A will be the correct option. Now the second part of malaria is the area. The word area mean option A air, option B bad, option C poor, and option D is the good. So the word area mean the air. The area also represent itself air, so option A number A is the correct option. Dash bark of the tree was very suitable for the curing fever in 17th century. So the bark of option number A is the quina quina, option B is the quina, and option C is the cinchona, and option D is the none of these. So we know that the quina quina is the correct option because the quina quina bark of tree was very suitable for curing the fever in the earlier 17th century. So option A is the correct option. Now we have the next MCQ, which is dash is a cause of malaria. Option A fever, option B Aedes, option C plasmodium, and option D is the Culex. So it is the general term for the hypothesis of the malaria. Fever is not a cause of malaria, we know. And option B is Aedes. It is a name of mosquito that causes dengue in human beings, so which is also an incorrect option for the malaria. Number 3rd is the plasmodium, and number 4th is the Culex. Culex is a name of mosquito that causes malaria in sparrows or in the birds, so this option is also the incorrect. The option we have left is the plasmodium, which is the correct option. Plasmodium is a cause of malaria. It is a general term used for the hypothesis of malaria. Now we have the next MCQ, which is the name of the mosquito that causes malaria in human bodies. We have to know that which mosquito cause the malaria in human bodies. Number one option is the Aedes, and then it comes the Anopheles, and then Culex. I've already told you that Aedes is the name of the mosquito that causes dengue, so it will be the incorrect option for the malaria. Number 3rd is the Culex, which I have already told you that it causes the malaria, but not in the human bodies, but in the birds or in the sparrows. So the option we have left is the Anopheles, which is the correct option. Anopheles is a name of mosquito that cause malaria in human body, so option B is the correct option. MCQ number 20 is the SER lags. So what is SER? SER is a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So a smooth endoplasmic reticulum lags. It means that smooth endoplasmic reticulums do not have what it do not have. It do not have the mitochondria, it do not have the ribosomes, and it do not have the fluid. A smooth endoplasmic reticulum lacks the ribosomes. It does not form the proteins, so it lacks the ribosomes. Detoxification of harmful chemicals is the function of, here's the options, and we have to select one of these, that which organelle is useful for detoxification of the harmful chemicals in our body. So first we have the rough endoplasmic reticulum. So rough endoplasmic reticulum is not function as to detoxification, it works for the synthesis of protein, so it is the incorrect option. We have mitochondria. We know that mitochondria is a powerhouse of the cell. It will form the ATP or the energy. It is not a function of mitochondria to detoxify the harmful chemicals. So the option we have left is the SCR, which is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So the correct option is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum because it detoxifies the harmful chemicals and it is a function of smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So option B is the correct option. Now we have the powerhouse of the cell. Powerhouse of the cell is option A ribosome, option B mitochondria, option C is the endoplasmic reticulum. I've already told you that mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of the cell, so the correct option is the mitochondria because ribosome is function as the protein synthesis. So on the endoplasmic reticulum, which is the firstly it will either form the protein or either it will detoxify the harmful chemical substances. So option B is the correct option, which is the mitochondria. Now we have the inner membrane foldings of mitochondria is, so the inner membrane folding of mitochondria is called the cristae, which is the option number 1. Now we have dash serve a function in the protein synthesis. Now we have the options, which is the lysosomes, rough endoplasmic reticulum and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. As we have already studied that smooth endoplasmic reticulum is function as the detoxification of the harmful chemical substances. So here the smooth endoplasmic reticulum will be the incorrect option. Lysosomes contain the digestive enzymes that will break down the material into small pieces. So the protein synthesis also is not function. And we have the rough endoplasmic reticulum. The rough endoplasmic reticulums have the ribosomes on their top. So the ribosomes form the protein synthesis, and so on. The rough endoplasmic reticulum is. So rough endoplasmic reticulum is the correct option because it will form the protein, or it is function as a protein synthesis. Option B is the correct option. MCQ number 25. Golgi apparatus is found in. So the Golgi apparatus is found in animal. Option B is a plant and option C is the both A and B. So the correct option for Golgi apparatus is the both A and B because Golgi apparatus is found in both animals and plant. So option C is the correct option. Dash contain the digestive enzymes. I've already told you that lysosomes contain the digestive enzymes. So the option number A is the correct option, as the B, mitochondria, is a powerhouse of the cell, and the palastid is also the kind of organelle that do not function as a digestive enzyme. So the option number 1 is the correct option. Microtubules of the centrioles are made up of. So the centriole is made up of the microtubules, and then initially the microtubule is formed of which type of protein. So here are the name of the proteins. Number 1 is the tubulin, and number B is the protease, and option number C is the lipase. So the correct option for the microtubule of the centriole are made up of is the tubulin protein, which is the correct option, and it is the option number 1. So here we have the 27 MCQs from the new book of the biology, and best of luck for all of the students to study further, and Allah Hafiz.